I was yelling and I was screaming, and finally I said, Lord, just let me die.
This Indiana woman survived the duck boat tragedy in Branson, Missouri, but she says she lost 9 members of her family, including her children. Good evening. I'm Erica Sargent.
And I'm Rob Johnson. In total, 17 people died. Tonight, investigators say they will eventually recover the sunken duck boat, but it may take a year to complete the investigation into what went wrong. CBS 2's Jeremy Ross with their story and the latest on the investigation and what exactly happened. Jeremy?
Well, good evening, Rob. Good evening, Erica. Federal investigators telling us exactly how long they'll be spending time in that community. They'll be collecting evidence as well as reviewing video in this case. A Branson, Missouri storm overpowered a duck boat. Some managed to make it out alive and were treated on shore. 17 would not, including 9 of Tia Coleman's loved ones.
I couldn't hear anything. I couldn't hear screams. It felt like I was out there on my own.
From her hospital bed, Coleman, an Indiana native, says she and her nephew were the only survivors in her family. This photo shows some of the victims. Coleman says she lost all of her children and her brother-in-law. Somewhere between grieving and recuperating, she describes the panic on the water.
Then I just let go, and I started floating. I was floating up to the top. I felt the water temperature raise to warm. And as I felt the water temperature raise, I jumped up and I saw the big boat that sits out there. I don't know what kind of boat it is. It's huge, though. And when I saw them, they were throwing out life jackets to people.
Coleman said the captain told them, don't worry about grabbing life jackets, you won't need them. But when it was time to grab them, it was too late. The captain, Robert Bob Williams, also died when the boat was overtaken by the weather and water. Considering the conditions, the owner of the duck boat saying it shouldn't have been in the water.
We'll look at the vessel, we'll look at the operation of the vessel, we'll look at the people involved, we'll look at the environment.
Late Friday, the NTSB saying they'll collect evidence and interview people for up to 10 days.
We'll be working arduously to determine what happened, why it happened, and how to prevent it from happening again.
The NTSB adding they should have a preliminary report done in a few weeks. Their full report, however, should take around a year. Rob and Erica.
Oh, so heartbreaking.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Jeremy.
So